Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the YouTube channel and welcome back to my Land Rover, which still isn't running. Yeah, it's not running yet. So it hasn't had an update for quite a while. I've done a few little edgy videos, like the headlining video, Robert's truck video, mainly to hide away from the fact that I haven't done anything on this. But now, after a few weeks after that, I've got on with a few things. I've had some people come around and give me a hand who have saved my ass pretty well. So I'll go over what's happened. So in here, you can see the engine is still in here. It's still not running. The fuel filter's been mounted and remounted because it needed to move for the power steering reservoir. You can see the power steering pump's on, the alternator's on, the belt's on. That was just mainly to take a photo. I've got to get a different power steering pump because I'm running the one out of a W210 and I need one out of a W202. What else has happened in here? The heater box is currently being sandblasted. I can't remember if I mentioned that last time. So when that gets back, I'll paint that and put that straight back in. The bonnet sound deadening is sort of out. I need to get it out because it is disgusting. And yeah, what else have we done? Brake line's been run. If you look at the clutch master cylinder, you can see there's a Pioneer line coming off of there. That's because we're running a development part from Clutch Fix, which is the new master and uprated line. Yeah, it makes sense. So it makes the clutch pedal feel a lot lighter. So running a heavy duty clutch, you're going to have a lot more. I'm going to put this down because it's quite heavy at the moment. So when you're running the heavy duty clutch for the 606 swap, big power train swaps, you're going to have a heavy clutch to deal with all the power, and the clutch is quite a hefty press on your leg. So Clutch Fix have developed a part which increases the fluid transfer and therefore makes it easier to press the pedal down. So, and it works because we've put it in, bled it, and it is the same pressure as a normal Land Rover clutch, which is pretty good, to be honest, considering that can probably handle like 3 times as much power. So can't really complain about that. So thanks to Ben and Clutch Fix for hooking me up with that one and let me help them out with development. And yeah, hats off to them for making a bloody good part. I'm not going to take my health though because it'll show my bald head. That's not happening. What else has gone under here? I'll lift this back up again because wiring. We had an issue here. So we put everything on. I went to go check some lights because I wanted to put my rear number plate light on. And I got no lights on the dash, no lights anywhere, couldn't switch the side lights on, so essentially I was getting no live. I had no idea. I asked multiple forums and they were like, live issue, earth issue, and yeah, so I was at a stump what to do. So on the way back from uni, Ollie from Sixth Element Engineering, I will put his Instagram like there, and he came round and quite honestly he just set to work and solved every single wiring issue on my truck. Solved getting rid of a load of shit wiring that's not going to be used anymore, and just tidied the wiring up a lot. He's done an insane job, and I can't thank him enough for that. So cheers, Ollie. Link to your Instagram, all that. Go check his build out. He's building an M5790 at the moment, and he's getting on way quicker than I am because I have other projects. Some of them, I don't know. Oh fuck. But yeah, anyway, so this is sort of taking a back seat whilst I prep that thing for car shows, but this also needs to get on because my old man's getting pissed off because it's still in the barn, and he's wanted to put his tractor in, so I need to get on with this. What else have we got to do? So to make it start, I need to plumb in an oil cooler, and that means making up some hydraulic fittings. I've got the oil cooler. I'm waiting on my winch bumper to come back from the powder coaters locally. And once that's done, I can start mocking up mounts, all that sort of stuff for winch bumpering, which would be nice. And then plug that all in with the lines, and then we can crank it over for the first time, obviously after putting some oil in it. And then hopefully the oil won't go everywhere and it will run fine. That'd be rather nice. After probably when this video comes out, it'll be nearly 12 months since I started the project, so not good. But yeah, what else do we need to do? And then once it's running, it'll be the case of make radiator mounts, make intercooler mounts, make it look pretty, and then it's technically the engine bit is done of it. So yeah, I will take you to the interior now, because we can talk interior stuff. It's quite dark out here, but yeah, if I open the door, as we can see, the black headlining is in. Ignore that like strip around the top, I will sort that out. I didn't notice it until it all went in, and now I'm very upset about it. But yeah, the side panels are now sound deadened. My cobra seat is sort of in, it's just in, mocked up, ready to go in. Not quite fitting properly, so I've got to modify that a bit. I've sound deadened all the floor on top of the seat boxes, and that's pretty much it. It's got me back in the swing of fitting stuff to the truck. At least I'm sort of getting more motivated to actually get on with a few things, and I'm starting to really actually quite enjoy working on it again, as you'll see by my Instagram. I sort of been out here nearly a week on the trot now, just doing little bits, whether it be to my Sylvia or whether to be this. And yeah, but do it getting the small bits done, it's also quite satisfying to get on some bigger bits, and then you just sort of snowballs into getting shit done. So we'll go back over to the famous whiteboard. I mean, it's not famous, but it's a fucking whiteboard that tells you what's broken on it. And if we slide on in, you will see, if I can get it to fit properly, which way are we going? We're going that way. Throttle cable, that's to do. That's going to be an interesting one. Water pump exit. So on the 606 swap, it's common that these things, the old exit for the water pump, doesn't fit around your steering box down here. So that has to be cut and modified. It's already been cut and modified for the previous vehicle it was on, but not enough for my steering box, obviously, because nothing ever goes right with this build other than when other people help me out on stuff. It's always small problem after small problem. Anyway, that's that. Throttle cable's got to be done. Like I said, we're just gonna fab something up. I'm sure it will work. We'll make it work. Tubular manifold. That's something I completely forgot. So the old manifold on the Merc needed a little adapter to lift the turbo out the way of the steering box, because the wastegate was hitting the steering box and the turbo was hitting the actual steering column bit. So once that is made, it's being made in Finland by a guy called, I'm gonna absolutely butcher his name, Piri Takunen. I have no idea if that's right or not. I've butchered it, but I'll link him in the description and up here, because he makes tubular manifolds for OM606 builds. He's done one previously on Ali Carter's one. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram. Here you go. There's another one. Follow him. And he is, yeah, he's building me a manifold. He also did YT12 FHK Defender Puma one. That's also 606 swapped. He did that as well. So yeah, he's making me a manifold. That should be made in a couple weeks now. I had to put an order in, so he's got a few backlogs, so it's going to be the case of I've got to wait for that. But that's not an issue, because it means I can get done with a few other things on it. But once that's turned up, that's the last real big part that I really need to get for the vehicle, so we can just get on with the little bits, which would be nice. What else need we do? Let's go back to the board. The radiant intercooler, that needs to go in, but we're going to let it run first. We're going to get it going, and then obviously the power steering pump. But the power steering pump is a thing that I need to get and then make more hydraulic fittings, and it's just like, because hydraulic fittings are expensive and hydraulic fittings are also kind of awkward, because I don't know, I've never done hydraulic fittings before, but I kind of want to learn them myself when we got the gear at a mate's place, so we'll have to have a look. Anyway, that's the Land Rover at this current state. If you want to keep up with the build before my, what is it, like 4 monthly videos, follow me on Instagram up here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching this video on the update of my absolute shitter with a big engine in it, and I hope you guys come back for the next one.